Well, people react different ways, and the different ways usually comes from what people believe in, and or what they have been taught, and or what they've seen other people do or heard that other people are supposed to do, and that's the way people react to any situation. Animals do the same thing. Birds, bees, they watch other birds. They watch, a bee watches other bees and kind of pattern themselves after whatever they see the other bees do. And people are no different. It depends on, there's an old saying, the way that a person is brought up, the things that they're taught, that's most likely the way that they will go. Depends on who does the teaching and for what reasons. So that's the way that people will do. That's what I write about, the United Independent Compensatory concept, meaning people do whatever they should or they think they should to make up for what's missing, and everything is missing from the time that a person is born. If what is missing is a prescription for what to do about things. So the little baby in the crib just looks out from the crib and watches whatever he sees these other creatures, he or she sees these other creatures doing. And the baby kind of patterns after that. And then when the baby learns to listen and understand what someone is saying, learn something about words and the use of language and all that, then the baby will go in that direction. Depends on who has charge of the baby or any creature. Animals are the same way. Depends on who's in charge of the animal. A dog brought up in a house will act a certain way. According to what? What is that certain way? The way that whatever the trainer tells the dog to do. Rex, go and sit by the door. Rex, go here, go there. Stay. And so Rex does that because that's all Rex has ever heard. People are no different.
So basically, you're saying that we've been programmed this way to always be the forgiving one?
The person who is forgiving will tell you, most likely, that they didn't invent the term forgiveness. They heard somebody say that's what you should do under certain circumstances. And so if the person hears that and mostly hears that and doesn't hear another point of view, the person is likely to do what the person is used to hearing, particularly if that person has heard that prescription over and over and over again. A person can believe, or most likely will believe, whatever they hear over and over and over again. It's called training. It's called sometimes education. And in some cases, it's called indoctrination. Like a person who is in the military. I have been associated with Army exercises and all like that. And automatically, when the lieutenant walks into the barracks, because of the training, that's what they call it, training, something that they tell you to do over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So when you see those bars on their shoulders, you snap to attention. You just automatically do it. Even when you're tired, even when you're weary, you would look up. And when you see those bars on that lieutenant's shoulder, you would just jump up. Why? Because you have been trained to do that. It's called training. And so people usually act the way that they have been trained to do. If they have been in other circumstances where they were trained to do something else, they'll do that something else. That's all it is.
I want you to listen very keenly. Neely Fuller uses some logic to explain what he's doing. So it's one of these classes that I mentioned that we often have. But you've got to. He uses logic. So what I'm saying is you've got to listen very keenly to what he's saying, how he puts the words and how he explains things. You once said, I guess, and correct me if I'm wrong in your statement, that racism and white supremacy, that if you don't understand it, everything else you think you understand it will just totally confuse you. If that is accurate, what do you mean by it?
That means that the entire planet here in the year 2016 in my opinion, and based on what I consider to be evidence and logic, go by the evidence, the system of government that dominates this entire planet, if you want to put it in concise, straight to the point, no nonsense language, is called, in capital letters, the system of white supremacy / racism, meaning racism is white supremacy is racism. There's no other form of racism other than white supremacy. And what is white supremacy? White supremacy is a system of world government dominated, or the people who practice the system of white supremacy means dominating people of color, and within that domination, mistreating the people in the process of the domination. That's what it is, literally, in all areas of activity, 24/7. What areas of activity? Economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. If you're a white supremacist, if you're a white person, not talking about all white people, just those who have chosen to participate in the system, and that's a choice. Those who have chosen to participate in that system, their job, their duty, all the time, is to dominate and mistreat people who have color in their skin. Every male, every female, everybody who has color in his or her skin, in all of those areas of activity, dominate and mistreat based on just looking at the person and deciding, making the decision on your own, or get some other white person to verify that that person is classified as non-white, meaning the person is not white, meaning the person has color in his or her skin. So that automatically makes that person eligible to be dominated and mistreated by anybody classified as non-white, and by any non-white person who a white person tells to help them to dominate and mistreat other non-white people. In other words, they are totally in charge. But the key words here in white supremacy is domination and mistreatment based on color. If you have color in your skin, you are automatically eligible to be dominated and mistreated by anyone classified as white anywhere on the planet, in any area of activity, any day or night that you happen to exist. That's what white supremacy means. And it's the most powerful, most sophisticated political system and religious system ever thought of in the minds of people. There is no religion, there is no political system more powerful right this minute than the system of white supremacy.
Now, having said that, this week, a couple of days ago, I think it was Google, when you Google a word, it says that, anyway, the interpretation was that the blacks cannot be racist and white folks are up in arms. Anyway, what do you mean blacks cannot be racist? For the bunch of white listeners that we have, can you explain why black folks cannot be racist, having said what you just said previously?
You can't have two supremes in the same space. That's not logical. It's not true either. You can't be a black supremacist in a white supremacist system. That's not logical. You can't have two supremes. You're either supreme or you're not. And so some people say white supremacy doesn't exist. Well, when they say that to me, conversation is over, because I've already assumed that it does, based on the evidence. I look around in every area of activity. Economics, look carefully And I always ask people when I make statements like that, don't take my word for it. Check it for yourself. Look at economics. Look who the dark-skinned people depend on when it comes to economics. Economics meaning what? The use of time and energy. It's just not about money. It's about the use of time and energy. Who tells the dark-skinned people, the people of color on this planet, how to use their time, how to use their energy, and they better do it? The white supremacists. Then move to the second E of the 9 areas of activity. Education. You see dark-skinned people saying, I need education. My children don't have education. They don't know how to do the things that need to be done. They don't know how to go into the earth and dig out the all of the minerals and the steel, the iron ore and whatnot, and make steel out of it and all like that. I mean, please teach me how to do this. I'm standing on the land where the iron ore is, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what to do with it. Somebody teach me. And who is that somebody? Directly or indirectly, the white supremacists. Every time, without fail. And that's just one part of education. Any part of education. When we say we are looking for education, we have one question in mind. Which way did the white people go? Because that's the only way we're going to get educated. Now, there are some black people who say, oh, I have degrees from this college and from that college. Well, which college? Who made that college? Come on now, tell the truth. Where did you get all of those degrees hanging on the wall, and whose signature is on each one of them? And you say, oh, these are all black people that taught me. Well, who taught them? Duh. Come on now, let's grow up. That's just 2 areas of activity. And you have, 7 others. And so I won't just go through them, in detail, give illustrations. But you got economics, education, entertainment. If you're going to really get into entertainment, I mean, in a big way, when you say you're going big time in entertainment, you're going to be talking to some white people if you're black and you're on this planet.
So hold that thought right there.
You're going to be talking to some white people. Otherwise, you are not going to be big time in quote unquote entertainment.
Right. Hold that thought right there. We got to take a quick break. We're at the top of the hour. 800-450-7876 to speak to Neely Fuller Jr. He's got a great book out. He'll tell you about it. It's got a very long title. But we're taking calls for him next on 1450 WOL, where information is power. And thank you for staying with us, folks. Dr. Francis Chris Welsing is a mentor, is with us. Another class on racism, white supremacy. His name is Neely Fuller Jr. Dr. Fuller, I'm going to let you finish up what you were saying. And also, when you finish, tell us the title of your book and how people can pick up the book. And then we got a bunch of folks all across the country want to speak to you as well.
Yes, sir. And I covered just 3 areas of activity, but very rapidly I'll do the others right quick. Labor, when black people what? When we say that we have our skills, our this, our that, we travel all over the world and whatnot, and right now, as we speak, there are millions and millions of people of color with their babies in their arms falling into oceans and all like that, trying to do what? Get where there are some people who are classified as white. They say that not in those words, but that's what it means. Which way did the white people go? My baby needs this. My baby needs medicine. I need food. I need shelter. I need a home. I need. Which way did the white people go? Which way did the white people go? I have to catch up with them, whichever way they went. If they went to the moon, I've got to go to the moon. I don't know what to do. That's what they're saying. They might be saying it in different languages. And most of them have different languages, which they say they are proud of. but their languages have not served them well.